Hi viewers, welcome to this exciting video in which we will talk about the Turkish series with lot of hot love scenes. On the list there is dramas of different themes like action, romance, and thriller. Let's begin the list. Number 10. The Pit Hooker, in Istanbul's district, is governed by an influential mafia family with arms business. One of the family's sons, Yemek, has no desire to participate in the family business and he lives away from the family. Sina is a regular girl that Yemek fell in love with and wants to spend his life with. But he must join the family company once his father dies in order to safeguard his family. He is forced to leave Sina on the wedding night due to family affairs. This series has 131 episodes across 4 seasons. Number 9. Forbidden Apple. Yasak Elma, English, Forbidden Apple, is a Turkish drama series starring Talat Bulut and Ada Iki. The show was premiered on March 19, 2018 on Fox. The TV series Yasak Elma, Forbidden Apple, with Talat Bulut and Şevval Sam at the leading roles, managed to attract the attention of the audience. Zeynep Yılmaz and Yılmaz are two sisters who are very fond of each other, but their dreams are completely different from each other. The life of Yılmaz completely changes when she meets with the queen of high society, Ender Argun. Ender Argun decides to use Yılmaz to get rid of her husband Halit Argun and offers Yılmaz her life. Number 8. Fi. This Turkish drama is based on the popular trilogy of novels by Ezra Cohen, Fi, Chi, Pi. Can Manay is a famous psychologist, television personality, and instructor at the university. He is a womanizer, spends each night with different women but never falls in love. He thinks that he can control everyone he meets. The perfect life of Can Manay turns upside down when he decides to move his house away from the city's chaos. While he is looking for a new house, Can Manay sees a young woman dancing in the garden near the house and starts to watch her unintentionally. Even though the house does not qualify his requirements, Can Manay buys the house so as to become close to this young dancer, Duru. This will change their lives forever. Number 7. Until Death. Doğan is a talented young doctor who is trained to get his proficiency. He has a moderate life with his parents and his little sister. When he learns that his girlfriend Beryl is pregnant, they decide to get married as soon as possible. But their families are against this marriage. On their wedding day, Doğan gets a call from Beryl's father and goes to the meeting place with the hope of making peace. However, he falls into a big trap. Doğan is narcotized. Meanwhile, a hitman shoots Beryl's father, and Doğan is accused of this murder and got sentenced with life imprisonment. He loses his hope, his future, his lover and the most beautiful days of his lives due to the crime that he has never committed. 11 years later, an ambitious young lawyer Selvi finds Doğan and wants to correct injustice. Number 6. A part of me. The members of Yörükan family gather all together in Antakya, the city in the southern part of Turkey. They celebrate the first day of pomegranate harvest and wish to have peace, fruitfulness, and wealth. However, their day is ruined when the bride of the family, Defne, is criticized for not having baby. Kahraman protects his wife and makes it clear that they do not care about baby. However, this event changes the life of Yörükan family forever. Defne wants to have a baby and becomes willing to do anything to reach that goal. She consults her mother-in-law Kıymet and they decide to hire a surrogate who will bear a baby on behalf of Kahraman and Defne, and who will leave after giving a birth. They convince Kahraman and start to search for a perfect surrogate. Their destiny intersects with a beautiful and young girl, Elif, and the story becomes intense. Number 5. Happiness. Kumsal is a young girl who is everything but is not happy. She does whatever her father says and she does not feel like she has freedom. In order to get her freedom, she wants to go to university in Istanbul. However, her father wants her to go to university in Izmir where they live and wants her to become a successful architect just like him. Despite her father's will, Kumsal secretly applies for a university in Istanbul and gets acceptance. When her father does not approve her decision, Kumsal finds herself in a desperate situation. Meanwhile, she bumps into Batu, who is a handsome and carefree guy. Batu also gets acceptance from a university in Istanbul, but he says that he would not be able to go to Istanbul due to lack of money. These two young persons decide to find happiness no matter how hard it is, and they decide to run away to Istanbul together. Number 4. Stolen Life, Black Bread. Asiye fears about honor killing. That's why she wants to have a final talk with her boyfriend in order to persuade him for marriage. However, her talk does not go well and she injures her boyfriend with a knife. She thinks that she has killed him and for this reason, she runs away from her house. Her sister Mini does not want to leave Asiye alone and accompany her. They together leave everything behind and decide to go to another city. On their way, they meet Çetin and his fiancée Selene, who belong to a wealthy family. They give lift to the sisters. However, their journey turns into a big tragedy. While Çetin and his fiancée Selene are discussing on the verge of a cliff, Selene falls from a cliff by accident and dies right away. Meanwhile, Asiye records everything and decides to use that video to take some money from Chetan. She blackmails him and takes Selene's identity card. From now on, Asiye becomes Selene, who is the fiancée of Chetan, and the girl who dies at the cliff becomes Asiye. Number 3. Revenge of the Snakes. Bayram comes from a small village in Cappadocia area in Turkey. He does his military service and is looking forward to go back to his hometown, continue to work as a farmer and support his mother and his little sister. There is only 2 days left to finish his military duty. However, in his last day, he finds himself in a dangerous situation. As being a soldier, Bayram goes to give assistance to put out fire and help people in need. There, he shows a great courage and rescues a young girl Fatma and her brother Omer from house fire. Bayram falls in love with the girl whom he has rescued at first sight. After losing their parents, Fatma and her brother go to Cappadocia where their uncle lives. Out of pure coincidence, Bayram and Fatma meet again. This time, their destiny intersects in Cappadocia. Number 2. Mr. Wrong. Izgi works as a public relations specialist but having a hard time having a boyfriend. Adding to it, she becomes unemployed all of a sudden. Her friends also left her in these testing times. Then she crosses path with Özgür in a bar where she gets drunk. Özgür is the bar owner. He takes Izgi to his place. In the morning Izgi left his place but their destiny brings them together again. Number 1. Kurt Said and Sura. Kurt Said and Sura is about the adventures of 2 people in love who are forced to leave their lives and family behind and escape to Istanbul during the Russian Revolution. They live in the days of magnificence in Petrograd, to the Carpathian front line, from the riots to the revolution, from occupied Istanbul to Paris in the 1920s. It is the journey of their love,